Hi guys, welcome back to PBTV, and we have potentially for me a very dangerous video to be making because we finally have the Cybergun MWS SCAR, and I have wanted a gas blowback, a reliable gas blowback SCAR for a very long time. So we have them both in black and tan. We'll go through. Obviously, compatibility will be a big question that people want answering that we will go into. But we're going to work from the front and go through these things. We'll go through some features, functionality, and all that. We're going to stick with the tan one because it's probably the one that I really want. How you could trick these out. We've seen loads of different builds with SCARs over the years. And again, this is a full one-to-one licensed SCAR-L with the 5.56 magazine. But yeah, so from the front, working backwards, we do have a 14mm counterclockwise thread on the front of this. So if you wanted to whip that off and put any device you want on the front of it, absolutely anything will fit. If you want in a mist tracer, any of the PTS dead airs, all that kind of stuff, you could just simply screw straight on. Coming back, we have the SCAR front sights. We've got the flip-up front and rear ones. Again, they are quite tall with this, so a SCAR is a really good option, especially if you want in lower face or mesh or anything like that. Rather than having to get a drop stock or anything like that, the SCAR iron sights themselves are very high mounted, so you can get a very good cheap weld on this even with just the iron sights. So there is an option there, and there's a load of adjustment on the stock as well. Coming back to the monolithic metal upper, so obviously on a SCAR, the upper receiver is metal, the lower receiver is polymer, and the upper receiver is a single piece going all the way along. As you can see, there's no brakes in this, all the way down, and we have a single monolithic bit of rail going all the way across the top as well. It is numbered, so if you are one of these people that likes to keep the same platform but swap out between different game days and roles, if you're going outdoors, indoors, CQB or woodland, and you've got different setups and loadouts for one particular platform, the numbers on here just make it so much more easy to sort of swap bits out. So if you've got an EOTech and a light for indoors, but then you might have an ACOG and a grip for outdoors, you know which numbers they were on, and you can just swap them out as and when you need it. Control-wise, again, as SCARs go, they are ambidextrous in every which way. So we do have the charging handle on the left, and as you can see, some people may think that this is slightly bent. So the normal original SCAR charging handle used to come straight out. The Mark II has the slight bend in it. And with this being the Mark II version of the Cybergun Guns Modify MWS, it is a non-reciprocating bolt as well. So you rack that back, BB in the chamber, and when you fire it, the bolt stays still. It is possible to also swap, so part of the ambidextrous features, you can swap the charging handle out to the other side if you so desire. Obviously, mag release on the right-hand side, and we do have a mag release on the left as well. That releases the Guns Modify 35 round magazine. If you take the base plate off this, slide the inside out, these do have a functioning thermometer and temp gauge on the inside as well, just in case you're having sort of gassing issues or venting issues or something like that. First thing to check, have you fired too many rounds, check the temperature on your mag, and it's just a peace of mind thing going on. There's also an extended magwell on this version of the SCAR, and then selector. We have auto, semi, and as you can see, same with a lot of gas blowback rifles, it will not go into safe unless the weapon is charged and ready to go. Bolt lock on the side, again with the ping pong paddle, you can bolt that forward when you have bolt stop. Coming back, we also have loads of sling points on this. There's two at the back here with wear ports in the middle. Again, with this being the Gen 2 version, there's loads of extra little features. We've got wear ports in there as well, so you can just directly mount slings to this, either single or 2-point. And then we come to the SCAR stock with all of its sort of adjustability. We've got the sliding part of it, the cheek riser, and even the folding part of it. You can adjust this to exactly how you are comfortable with it and make sure that this thing is perfectly set up. So with the amount of adjustment on this, whether or not you've got big gangly arms like me or you're quite short, you could set this thing up to be absolutely perfect. And with it being a folding stock as well, it means it's really easy to pack this thing away. Nice, neat, small, even an SMG case you could sit this thing in. It does clip onto the little hook there, and then you can just whip it out, clamp it together, and you are good to go. As for internally, this is an MWS system with probably about a 90% compatibility. Again, it's been made by Guns Modify, so there are some pre-upgraded parts in there, whether or not it's trigger bars, sears, or anything like that. The only thing that is not compatible, because of the square and the size of the upper receiver, is the actual bolt carrier group. So obviously M4s have the cylindrical bolt, this has a big square one, but the nozzle inside that carrier group is compatible with MWS. Apart from that, all the other parts are similar. There are some slight changes to like the hop and the hop wheel. So when you do rack this back, the hop is adjustable through the bolt carrier door here, and it's on the far side. So you don't have to either take the mag out or anything. On normal MWSs, it's in the top of the receiver. Can be a little bit difficult to get to, but on this, it is on the side. It is probably worth having a little tool, maybe a little electric screwdriver or something, just to make it a bit easier, because you won't be able to fit in there with your fingers. Once you're set, all good to go. It just means it's slightly easier than having to take mags out and adjust it that you have done in the past. Once this thing is set up with gas and BBs, we have thrown it through the chrono. Again, it is quite cold today. Even in the office, we've got a little bit of low temperature, so we're going to make sure we've got a room temperature mag set up for when we do shooting. But it's about 330 FPS on V6, and then on smart gas, it was sat about 300. So there is plenty of room for manoeuvring when it comes to power limits, when it comes into summer and winter. Having that sort of great change means that you know you can get into summer, and with the temperature hitting the fields, you are still going to be comfortable running this thing, and it's not going to be hot and sort of unusable during the summer. We are going to set this thing up. We're going to throw some BBs in it, we're going to throw some gas in it, and we are going to throw it on the range upstairs, because gas rifles, we can sit and talk about these all day, but it is all about how they shoot and the experience of running around with them. As I've also said, with compatibility as well, we do have spare Guns Modify magazines, so if you want to keep the look the same, or if you are already an MWS owner and you already have mags, they are also compatible. So the only thing that we found that isn't compatible at the moment is the hop chamber, or the hop adjustment wheel, and the actual bolt carrier group. When it comes to the trigger box, all that kind of stuff that people look to upgrade, it is all compatible. But I'm very excited to get some rounds in this, so if you want to join me upstairs, we'll get some shooting done. Join me in a minute. Hi guys, so we're up on the range. We've loaded the magazine up with some Eagle BBs and some smart gas. So again, dropping it in, and as I was saying with the ping pong paddle, just dropping that forward, and we'll start with some semi-auto shots. Nice, really, really snappy, and then we'll try some little bursts. And as you can see, we get bolt stop, drop another mag out, new round in, and you're good to go. As you can see with the Mark II variant, the bolt charging handle is non-reciprocating, but this thing does chat rounds off really effectively, and I'm really excited to try and get one of these on a field at some point, really trick it out, maybe put the MREX rail on it, a riser, torch maybe. Keep it quite simple, but I think this thing is going to be absolutely savage. Let us know what you think. Do you prefer the tan, I say almost classic variant of the SCAR, or is the all black version calling your name? Let us know down below, and let us know how you would trick it up as well. What optics would you use, what suppressors, cans, grips, let us know in the comments. But if that is everything for today, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.